Today we uncover the story of a man whose voice has shaken souls across continents. A reggae artist whose message of resistance, hope and spiritual awakening has carried far beyond the Caribbean shores. From the rugged hills of Carte-Bois, also known as Bagatelle, on the Emerald Island of Dominica, to international stages and global festivals, Nasio Fontaine transformed struggle into rhythm, pain into prophecy, and life into music that inspires generations. Few outside the reggae world know the depth of his journey, the relentless drive, the spiritual insight, and the unwavering commitment to truth that pulses through every note. But who is Nasio Fontaine? How did a boy from the Caribbean rise to become one of the most influential conscious reggae artists of his generation? As we unpack every detail of his life, career, and legacy, the full picture of a cultural icon emerges. Nasio Fontaine was born in 1969, the youngest of 7 children, to a mother of Carib Indian heritage and a father of African descent. Life was humble. The family relied on kerosene lamps at night, trekked miles daily to fetch water from the Guio River, and faced the hardships of rural Caribbean existence. These early struggles would shape Nasio's lyrical focus on perseverance, freedom, and spiritual resilience. By age 8, he was already singing in the Catholic church choir and at school, crafting homemade instruments out of whatever he could find. His father, Nasio Fontaine, built him his first instrument, a board with fishing lines for strings, fostering creativity from scarcity. Nasio's early musical influences blended local calypso rhythms with soul legends such as Curtis Mayfield, Sam Cooke, and Marvin Gaye, planting the seeds of a uniquely Caribbean sound. Recognizing limited opportunities in Dominica, 12-year-old Nasio moved to St. Martin, where the multicultural hustle of ports and markets exposed him to Rastafari culture and the spiritual depth of reggae music. Immersing himself in the works of Joseph Hill, Burning Spear, Jacob Miller, and Bob Marley, Nasio adopted a conscious approach to music. Not merely entertainment, but a tool for social awareness, spiritual reflection, and cultural pride. While working odd jobs at supermarkets, docks, and on yachts, he saved tirelessly to fund his musical projects, learning early the discipline and dedication required to turn vision into reality. His first major single, Born to Be Free, 1986, was independently released on his own label and sold over 5,000 copies, setting a record for the biggest-selling single on St. Martin at the time. Nasio followed this with the EP Babylon is Falling, 1990, combining spiritual resistance with cultural identity, laying the foundation for his distinctive, message-driven reggae style. In 1994, Nasio Fontaine released his debut album, Reggae Power, recorded at Mixing Lab Studios in Jamaica. This album was a declaration of purpose, message over flash, truth over noise. Tracks like Jar Jar C, Babylon You Doom, and Africa We Love blended deep roots reggae with spiritual and political commentary, cementing his status as an artist with both heart and message. Touring across the United States, Nasio built connections with grassroots reggae audiences, often personally funding his shows, proving his dedication to authentic music. Following this, Nasio released Wolfcatcher, 1997, and Revolution, 1999, albums that reinforced his thematic consistency, exploring oppression, self-love, resistance, and unity. Tracks such as Rastafari, Jah Glory, Truth Will Reveal, and Black Tuesday demonstrated that for Nasio, reggae was not merely music, but an instrument of spiritual protest and awakening. Throughout this period, he navigated the challenges of independent production with tireless perseverance, showcasing his resilience and unwavering belief in his message. In 2003, Nasio released Living in the Positive, a reflective album featuring songs like Rise Up, African Spirit, and Herb and Loving. This work reaffirmed his place in the reggae world, blending traditional roots textures with melodies that spoke to both heart and soul, exploring themes of love, resilience, and spiritual uplift. However, it was in 2006 that Nasio Fontaine reached a broader international audience with Universal Cry, recorded at Longview Farm in Massachusetts and Peter Gabriel's Real World Studios in the UK, and released on the legendary Greensleeves label. Produced by Richard Evans and mixed by industry veterans, the album was widely praised for fusing deep roots reggae with contemporary polish. Highlights include Crucial, She Lost Track, Hypocrites, Babylon, Jar Calling, and Prophet. Notably, Crucial stands out as one of Nasio's most essential songs, a rhythmic warning about societal breakdown. Things are go crucial, down in a Babylon yeah, resonating with listeners confronting modern social and systemic challenges. Universal Cry solidified Nasio's reputation as a conscious reggae artist whose music transcends entertainment to deliver spiritual and social truths. Beyond his albums, Nasio's career included international performances that expanded his influence. He performed across Africa in 2006, connecting with audiences whose histories mirrored his lyrical messages of unity and resistance. He also graced stages like the Glastonbury Festival in the UK, sharing spaces with global icons and reinforcing reggae's role as both cultural expression and spiritual conduit. Throughout his journey, Nasio remained deeply rooted in Rastafari spirituality, which influenced his worldview, lyrics, and artistic mission. Rastafari values of unity, African heritage, justice, and consciousness were woven into his songs, shaping music that transcended entertainment to inspire reflection, growth, and collective upliftment. Despite international acclaim, Nasio never abandoned his roots. In the late 2000s, he returned to Dominica, reconnecting with his homeland, embracing farming and investing in local development. He founded the Nasio Foundation, a non-profit emphasizing youth mentorship, cultural preservation, education, crime prevention, and disaster relief. This initiative reflected Nasio's conviction that music and activism are inseparable. Art should heal, uplift, and transform. Nasio's personal life also anchors his story. He married Helen, a steadfast partner who supported his music, shared his vision for cultural advocacy, and helped him remain grounded amidst global success. While private about family matters, Nasio's marriage provided stability, inspiration, and a collaborative space to nurture projects for cultural upliftment. Together, they balanced artistry, spirituality, and service, embodying the principles Nasio sang about in his music. His work has earned numerous accolades. In 2007, he received the Cicero Award of Honor, Dominica's second-highest civilian award, recognizing his cultural impact and contributions to Caribbean identity. Nasio's legacy includes decades of albums, singles, and performances that influence both contemporaries and new generations of reggae artists. Tracks like Born to be Free, Babylon is Falling, Jar Jar C, Rise Up, Crucial, and Africa We Love continue to resonate globally, reminding listeners that reggae can be both a spiritual and revolutionary force. Though Nasio Fontaine's exact net worth remains unreported, his cultural and musical impact is undeniable. From a small one-room home in Dominica to global stages, his journey illustrates that authenticity, purpose, and resilience can transform challenges into enduring artistry. Nasio's music is played worldwide, on Caribbean beaches, African festivals, European concert stages, and streaming platforms, ensuring that his messages of consciousness, resistance, and spiritual empowerment continue to reach new generations. Today, Nasio Fontaine's story is not just one of music. It is a blueprint for using art to effect change, an embodiment of Caribbean pride, and a testament to the transformative power of reggae when combined with unwavering dedication, spirituality, and social consciousness. From humble beginnings to global stages, from local struggles to international recognition, Nasio Fontaine remains a living symbol of conscious reggae, a voice for the voiceless, and a bridge between Caribbean roots and global consciousness.